Oh, for fuck's sake. Every week. I thought, what was that?
What's what?
What's on your head?
What's on my head? It's my protection device to keep me safe from all the radio waves, microwaves, and surf waves, dude. I have a tinfoil hat on for our audio. Oh, it just fell off. I have a tinfoil hat on for our audio listeners.
Noah's now going mad.
For people who know, notoriously, tinfoil hats protect you from all this like conspiracy stuff. And today, on Payne and Simple, we're talking conspiracy theories. But Ruby, this one's actually for you.
Oh my God.
This is for you because I've got my own. I've got a second one down here.
Does it look good?
It looks better on you. How about mine?
Scrunch. Yours.
I've got a little brim on mine. I've made a full-on hat.
Well, welcome back to Payne and Simple. My name is Ruby, and this is Sonny, and we are siblings.
We're siblings doing a podcast and still pushing on through.
Episode 16, baby.
Sweet 16.
Ah.
That's the stuff. So do you want to jump in? Because you have a question from a listener to ask both of us.
Yeah, so I was going through the DMs.
Anyone sliding into our DMs?
A couple of people.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
It says, just been listening to this week's podcast and the segment about which Kardashian-style show you'd like to see, and it got me thinking. So here's my question to you and your listeners. You're hosting a dinner party. You can invite 5 celebrities, historical figures, people, dead or alive. Who are you inviting and why? Is my hat still on?
Yeah, looks good.
Can't feel it.
I was just sorting mine out. Do you want me to start with mine?
Sure.
So my 5 celebrities / famous people / dead people / whatever.
Okay.
Seth Rogen.
Lovely.
I think it'd be a fun time. I think we'd get on. Pretty chill. You're going to hear all this tinsel in the background.
Tinfoil.
Tinfoil. Shakespeare. I'm interested to know if he was really a woman.
He wasn't ever a woman.
That's a conspiracy theory that he's a woman.
It's that he's gay, which he was.
And a woman.
Okay.
A gay woman. Who'd have thought? Is
So
that legal?
Yes, it's called a lesbian, you freak.
So Shakespeare.
Okay.
Jesus. I want to know some stuff about Jesus. Also, free wine all night. Sorted.
Yeah, fair. And fish. Did he make fish? Did he bring fish?
Bread.
No, that was fish.
Bread is his body and the wine is his blood. It's a metaphor.
Where's the fish? Because he parted the sea.
He didn't part the sea.
Jesus parted the sea.
No, he didn't. I'm pretty confident that was Moses.
I don't know Jesus
loads
can walk
about
on
religion.
water.
Yeah, Jesus can walk on water. He has got that skill.
Maybe that's where I got the fish from.
Walt Disney.
Yeah, he's dead.
He is dead. I think most of these are dead,
Yeah.
except Seth Rogen.
This is a weird table, though.
And Sam Raimi, who is a director. He did the original Spider-Man trilogy, Evil Dead, stuff like that.
Right.
But here's my conflict. Seth Rogen, Jewish.
Yeah.
Shakespeare, lesbian.
So?
Jesus,
Religious.
technically Jewish.
He's actually not. He's Christian.
He's technically Jewish. Jesus himself was a Jew.
Oh. I know nothing about religion. I'm
anyway,
sorry if I'm offending
Sam
anyone.
Raimi, Jewish. Walt Disney, he was a Nazi. It's going to get awkward at this
Was
dinner
he?
table. Yeah, he was German.
That doesn't mean he was a Nazi.
He was German, born in the wartime. He was on their team.
That isn't how it works.
He was Donald Duck is a Nazi. There's old shorts where he's got PTSD and he has flashbacks to the war and he's got a SWAT sticker on. He's a Nazi.
A SWAT sticker.
Yeah,
It's a swash sticker.
Who cares? Who cares? We're swashbuckling.
We're really fucking up religion here, and I feel like we're getting offensive. I would have clocked off.
Honestly, we're going to talk about some conspiracy theories later, and I'm sure we're going to get some information wrong. So just take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah, we're not historians. We're not experts in any of this.
But so that's my table. But there might be a bit of conflict with Walt Disney, but I just think they'd all be interesting. I'd like to hear about their lives and what they got up to.
Nice. Can I take this off?
No.
Right, okay.
Because the radio waves are going to get to you. No, take it off if you want, because yours is louder than mine.
I look like a Christmas dinner, bitch.
So,
anyway.
Who are yours? Who's your celebrity
Everyone's going to be
dinner?
like, oh, Ruby, you're so basic. Obviously, Harry Styles.
Is Molly May in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I should have tried to guess.
Okay, guess.
Because I could have guessed Harry Styles too.
So
I didn't guess Harry Styles
Molly
and Molly
May is coming because she's a role model to me. I love her. Everyone's going to be like, cancel Ruby.
Why?
Because it's so basic.
Because it's basic?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Harry Styles is also going to be there because I want to know when his next album's coming out. I want to know what inspired him for his outfits. I'm obsessed with him. You want to guess my next one?
Harry Styles, Molly May. I'm trying to think who else you would be into. If you've got Tommy Fury in there, then that's
Tommy's
a waste.
not coming.
About to say that's a waste.
Tommy's not coming.
Getting him and Molly.
I'm not getting him
They'd just
on.
be sat in the corner chatting to each other all night as well.
Shall I continue?
That's why I brought Sam Raimi and Seth Rogen, because they were my like scapegoats, because they were pretty chill dudes. When like Jesus and Shakespeare and Disney are getting all like deep and stuff, we can go off and chat about dumb shit. Anyway.
Okay.
I can't think of who your last one is. I guess
I've got more. I've got 2 more.
Yeah, I can't think.
Okay, Taylor Swift is obviously coming.
Of course, I'm such a fucking idiot.
I want to just know about her lyrical genius. I think she is an icon to all women. She's a role model for younger girls and older girls and everyone. And I just want to know everything about her. And lastly,
what religion is she?
I don't know. I'm not going to talk about that because I don't want to offend anyone.
Mine went all into religion.
Anyway, my mum's coming, Kaz. Because I know that she would love to meet Molly.
Nice.
She'd love to meet Taylor Swift and Harry and me. It's just a great combo team. All for women, all positive energy, all for like be who you want to be.
So is your table all women? Or
Harry,
about to say.
Oh, God,
I got
what
confused for a
dream.
second. Nice. That's a good table. I think we both picked 2 pretty good tables.
Let me just... Taylor, Molly May, Harry, Kaz. Kaz, if you want to have a little get together,
Yeah.
I can make a banging Toad in the Hole. I make a great...
Do you think that's what... Harry Styles would probably like that. Do you think Taylor Swift is a Toad in the Hole fan?
Yeah, I think
feel
she'd
Toad in
like
the Hole
it.
is like British.
I can make some good steaks too. Or some HelloFresh. If anyone wants some HelloFresh, do you want to provide me, Taylor, Harry and Molly and Mum a meal? Anyway.
Now that's the stuff. Well, that's great. I think we've got 2 good tables there. And hopefully we'll be sat across from each other at a different restaurant sort of thing. We're not together.
I just feel like it'd be weird, like seeing you and Jesus together.
Would you get confused who's who? Is that Sonny or is that Jesus over there?
I would
can't
ask him
tell.
to bring us some wine. Anyway.
Let's move
and
on.
Fish.
What have you been up to this week?
Oh, yeah. Weekly recap. Oh, yeah. I've wrote this down, obviously, because I need to remember.
What, everything you do?
Yeah, I forget. This
Nice.
week, 2 big things happened, obviously. We went to a funeral.
It was my first funeral.
We put the
baby's first funeral.
We put the fun in funeral. We did. It
No,
was a
it was-
celebration of life.
It was actually a really fun day. A lot of people showed up. It was emotional, but sweet.
I just wanted to talk about, we're not going to get into it because it was obviously...
No one wants to hear about
It's like a
funeral.
big relief. Like, it was a nice send-off. It was great. But I just want to say, so our grandma used to work on markets. So we had this plan that in the cool cars that we went in...
Cool cars.
What are they?
The funeral cars.
The hearse. Were we in the hearse?
We went in the hearse, but yeah.
Rita was in the
Yeah,
hearse.
the funeral cars came past her market stall.
Yeah, so we went through...
and stopped for a minute.
through Chesterfield Town Centre, which we got approved by the council and stuff. We drove past her market stall, and in my head I thought, right, so our mum and our 2 aunties were going to place some flowers on her stall. There was going to be a picture of it. It was super nice. We rock up around the corner, and I was overwhelmed with kindness. There was all these market traders. There was like...
all these people there, yeah.
just a lot of people come to support, and I genuinely believed in my head we were having a moment of silence, they'd place it and we'd leave. I didn't think, because it's where people shoot up and
No, I didn't expect
Mackies
anything.
and everything. Like it's a bit of a gross place.
The market centre, you know?
I just was so overwhelmed, and that was probably the most emotional I've been, because I didn't expect these people, these kind people to... And we kept driving through town, and people who were sat on benches stood and paid respects. Oh my God, it was
honestly beautiful. It was a very beautiful moment, very wholesome. And for me, it shows how...
the world is kind.
Not even that, but like how one person can even have a little impact on other people enough where they will come out there.
It was so beautiful, and I just think it gave me hope for the world for that 1 minute, because the world can be so dark and gloomy, and then this happened and I was just like, oh my God, there's such kindness from strangers in this world. So
that's nice. So you did a little poem reading as well at the actual
Sonny was
celebration.
impressed.
I was very impressed with your poem.
Yeah.
Because I actively avoided it until the day, not knowing what to expect. And I was like, wow, you really did a good rhyme there.
I did a good poem.
So
all about on And Sonny made like a little 5-minute... It was really strange, actually.
It was like a documentary about her.
Yeah, she was speaking. He interviewed her like a few years
Yeah.
ago. It was gorgeous. It was amazing. What a lovely day it was.
It was a fun time. And I'm still dealing with all my car stuff. I've got a courtesy car now, so that's all good. But
oh, yeah. I drove my mum's car.
Yeah, you got to drive our mum's car. If you know our mum, she's got a very nice and somewhat fast car.
It's beautiful.
And yeah, so what was that like? You said you
It's automatic.
You said you gave it some on the motorway.
Yeah, I did give it some.
What did you get to? 1 miles per hour? Do you know?
I
Can
only
we
got
say
it to
legally?
73.
Okay.
I wasn't going to rev it. I
did.
wasn't going to rev it 'cause if I got a ticket, I'd be in trouble with her. But it was automatic. It was
Systematic.
Yeah,
It was hydromatic.
No, it was beautiful. It was lovely. I had a great time. I want an automatic car.
Hell yeah.
And I want it to be bright orange like hers.
Hell yeah. It is a very big, like, bright colour.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we jump straight into our next segment? What's in?
I hadn't finished.
Never mind. Let's rip. That was really beautiful. Yeah. So what else have you been doing?
I went to Blackpool to see a drag show called Funny Girls. Now, it's been in Blackpool for, I think it's 29 years.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
That's impressive. However, you should have gone next year, the 30th anniversary.
I know. Maybe I'll go back. It was, I'm taking this off. I feel stupid. I'll put
You
it
feel
back
dumb?
on.
How do you think I feel every week on this podcast? Also, I don't plan this stuff out until the morning of.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, oh shit, I need to think of a silly thing.
The Queen, actually, it was really cool because the Queens, there was only maybe 4 drag queens in the show and the rest were like male dancers. But it was really cool. Like, they did a lot of Disney skits, like making them like adult versions.
Disney characters saying swear words?
It was like a cabaret.
I can't believe it.
With a bit of comedy, bit of singing, everything. Anyway, so
any boobs? I know it's a drag show, but any boobs?
I was quite drunk.
Because we went to that cabaret once, and it was almost it was very
bit soft porny, wasn't it?
Yeah,
really?
that's a way to describe
with our
it.
parents. Anyway,
that's a story for another day.
But no, we went backstage because Millie knew someone in the cast and she knew the stage manager. So we go backstage. Bearing in mind, I've had like 3 bottles of wine at this point. I was so fucked. Drunk. Cut that because Mum doesn't like me swearing. She told me off.
You were fucked up and we know it.
No, I was quite drunk. And we literally, they have like a revolve on the stage, which for if anyone doesn't know, it's kind of like a section of the stage that moves.
It's a turntable.
And I was on it walking, but I couldn't really stand. I was filming.
Wait, you were
Millie.
on the stage?
Yeah, we were on the stage. Then they have
God.
these like in the flies, which is like all the
Are
set
you a
that's
secret
coming.
drag queen?
No. They had swings that came down. So the stage manager got the swings down and lifted us up. But I was obviously drunk, so I was like, woohoo! It was so cool.
Very nice.
You should check out Funny Girls, guys. It's really
There we
great.
go. Before we move on quickly, what would your drag queen name be?
That's a question I would have to really think about.
Fair enough. I would probably have to go either like Sonny and Cher, as in like Share Me, or Sonny to Cher, but that's not as like Sonny and Cher, obviously. You get what I'm referencing there.
I think a great drag name is called Tia Coffee. She's called Tia Coffee, which is a great... And obviously like Milk is a really cool drag name because she was great.
Very nice.
I'll think of my drag name and tell you next week.
There we go. So should we move into what's in?
And what's out. Pew!
Do you want me to go or do you want to jump in?
You're doing what's in, right?
I'm doing what's in.
Go on then.
What's in? Oh, baby. It's money. It's the big bucks. Big. It's
not in for you,
Big
hun.
Daddy Dollars is in this week, month, year, whatever you want to say. I'm saying money because you're going to love this.
You don't have any money.
It's Taylor Swift related.
Okay, go.
Taylor Swift, you've heard she's announced her Eras concert tour.
I know what you're talking about.
She has broke the pre-sale record
I didn't think that.
tickets.
Right.
So let me just pull up my numbers.
She's
really
also
quick.
copyrighted 1989, the number.
What?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
For Taylor
I mean, I know
Swift
it's possible,
is.
but like that's it really inconvenient
Anyway,
for a lot of people.
carry on.
Imagine being born in that year.
Carry on.
I know she was born in that year. That's the point.
Well, yeah, carry on.
Taylor Swift. Her Eras tour is going to cinema. It's going to be a cinematic release.
I'm not watching it. Obviously, I can't because it's in America.
But it's broken the record for ticket pre-sales in one day.
Yeah.
Technically, actually, only 3 hours.
Right.
It made $26 million in just pre-sales. This beat.
It's only in North America, though, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
America, but
this
North.
beat the last one was Spider-Man: No Way Home,
Right.
which made 16.9 million in ticket pre-sales. So this has got 10 million more.
Yeah.
So
That's dollars.
American dollars. But the next part is, so what Taylor's and her team, I think it's more her team than her, what they've done is they've not done this through a studio. They've not gone to, Warner Brothers or whatever.
Yeah.
They've gone straight to the cinema. So the cinema chain AMC, which is only an American chain,
Right.
and maybe Canada, I don't know, but it's not. We don't get it.
Yeah.
And they're doing an exclusive deal with them.
I know.
Which means there's no middleman. The studio ain't going to take a cut. So her and her team are going to make some real money off this.
Wow.
Some real money.
Wow.
And quickly, I just want to say it's not all about the box office, because we talked about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's not done that well box office wise.
Right.
But the toys has made over $1 billion already. So that's doing pretty well just on merchandise alone. So it's not all about the box office. You know, if you're a toy franchise, it's about toy sales.
To be honest, like Barbie toys, when I was growing up, Barbie toys were what, £15 for a doll? I don't know. I don't know. Now, £100.
It's ridiculous.
For a doll.
Have you heard about? I've been hearing about these Barbie collectors.
Yeah.
Saying that Allens and stuff are going for so much now. He said you couldn't sell an Allen last year, but now everyone
her
wants
friend,
Allen.
What was her friend called?
Cindy, or the pregnant lady, whatever
Not
her name
Cindy.
was. But the pregnant one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's also flying off.
Yeah.
The people want to pay crazy for them, and they were failures.
My mum was clearing out our back room, the one where we just shove everything in. She found like Barbie Swan Lake, Barbie Rapunzel.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm keeping them all.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
You never know one day.
Money is in.
So money is in.
Like that.
What's out for you?
What's out for me? I've been talking to a friend recently, and they're going through a bit of a tough time relationship-wise.
Fair enough.
And you know when you're in a relationship, like there's really like quite, I know you say toxic is like a trigger word and like everyone uses it, but
no,
like,
but it's a valid word. It's just been overused.
but you know when there is actual toxic traits and toxic
that's what I
behaviors
mean. So
happening
it's
in
valid.
a relationship, and because you're with them, you're kind of love blind and you don't mention it, and then you mention it to your friends after that, you like spiel it all out because you've been keeping all this. Like for me,
everything's
toxic,
red when you wear rose-colored glasses.
yeah. For me, like I can't even get my words out. I feel so stressed about this situation. Like toxic behavior in a relationship is out. It must stop.
Oh, wow. You've got a hot take right there. You've got a hot take.
No,
I've never heard anyone like this.
No,
I'm actually an advocate for toxic relationships. Keeps it interesting.
Some people are. Some people get off
Some
on
people
toxic
do love that shit.
stuff. But for me, like, trust me, I've been there. I've been the girl knocking on the door at 3 a.m. Like, please let me. Yeah, I've been the one who's driven down the country to make sure the boy still is interested in me. Like, I have done.
What do you mean? So you drove down the country at 3 a.m., knocked on his door. Are you still interested in me?
No, because they weren't.
Please?
They broke up with me. But
no, I'm just taking the piss.
That's toxic to me. Someone standing outside your door at 3 a.m. knocking on your door, pestering you and all your housemates. It's toxic.
So you were the toxic one in that situation.
I mean, it was fueled by their toxicity.
Well, there we go. And then I guess that's the point is toxic spreads and makes other people toxic.
But this friend was just saying like, yeah, they said this to me when they were with me and this. I just said, you need to know your worth. Get out, because they've broken up now.
You tell them, girl.
No, I feel really stressed. Like, I think everyone, I'm telling you now, I'm looking down the camera. Make sure if you're single or you've recently broken up, or even if you're together, get a list of non-negotiables that you want. For me, for example, one of mine is...
Oh, quickly, if you are single, hit me up.
Oh yeah, Sonny's single. Sadly.
Carry on.
If we're at the dinner table... Where's my phone? This is not a thing. That is our time to communicate and... spend time together. We're having a meal. We're out for dinner. Do not go. That's a non-negotiable for me. Obviously, if someone calls you and it's important, answer. I'm not like a psycho who's like, do not speak. But
especially coming from you, who work calls a lot.
Yeah, but I just feel like, please, toxicity in a relationship. Be kind. Just be nice. Or if you don't want to be with someone, be honest and communicate respectfully.
Hell yeah. I can feel your passion here.
I feel angry about it. And I'm trying to... Oh, my heart.
Ditch it. Who cares?
I think Noah wants to leave. He's done with my toxic relationship talk.
Yeah, you've pushed him away. Okay, I'll let him out. You carry on. You wrap this up.
No, yeah, I just think, like, just be respectful. Everyone needs to respect each other. That's all I have to say. So, yeah, sorry about that rant. I just think, God, we have one life. Why can't we just live it to the full and not like... Oh, God. Anyway. Sorry about that.
It's good. I'm sure some people needed to hear it.
Yes. I hope if you needed to hear it, make your list of non-negotiables.
Nah, well, I think that's an interesting idea of like non-negotiables, but I think we've spoken enough about this.
Yeah, anyway, go on. I think it's time for this.
Yes, let's jump into The Chronicles of Ruby's Cringe-tastic Diary.
Yes, The Chronicles of Ruby's Cringe-tastic Diary. I've not picked a page today.
So do it at random.
Okay, hold on. 4th of February 2010. School day. 9:05 p.m. Also, guys, I need you to comment. Is this section boring or is it fun? Because if you like it, we'll keep it going. If you don't, we will stop.
Yeah, let us know what you like and dislike about Ruby.
Sure. Let's keep that toxicness going. Okay.
Go on.
Hey. Well, today was school, and we had
Wait,
this
sorry.
day,
How many I's are in that hay? Or how would you?
2 E's, 2 Y's.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Weird.
This day, by the way, who the fuck put this as my day? My periods were maths, and I've put awesome.
I legit thought you were going to talk about periods as in
No.
like female periods. I was like, Ruby, this is a weird diary.
We have
like,
5 periods at school. Anyway, maths.
that must be intense. How many pads and tampons?
Just
you go
shut
through?
up. Ready? Maths. Then maths again. PE, science, and geography. That day. How did I get through that? That is hell.
Well, for me, PE was always fun.
Well, I
Science
put
was
on
always
PE.
fun.
Wait, no, I've wrote something about it next one. PE, I put dance mats, very fun. Science, I put test equals poo.
Test does equal poo. I agree with that. Test equals poo.
I put maths awesome, and then maths awesome, and then geography okay/good.
Damn. Yeah. PE was good. Science was always a bit of a piss take up until like the last month where they're like,
Yeah.
you got to learn because you've got an exam.
Then it says, at lunch, Miss Fenwick, can't even remember her, came in with her baby. She's so cute. I mean the baby, not Miss Fenwick. And then another bracket, although Miss Fenwick is cute too. And then I put, I am so going off plot.
Did you ever have a crush on a teacher?
Not Miss Fenwick. I did have a crush on this one teacher. Yeah, I don't remember his name actually,
Fair enough.
but I did.
Mr. Nichols, was it maybe?
Miss Nichols.
Because he was
And
like
Mr.
the
Tice.
young
Woo!
Mr. Nichols. I always like to think back. How old was that guy? Was he 20
He
something?
was young, yeah.
Because he was young, but in my eyes, he was easily 30 plus.
No,
but
he
I bet he
wasn't.
was 20
He was
something.
25.
Because now I know
He
teachers
was like
and
Lewis's
stuff.
age, I
That's what I
think.
mean. Now I know teachers. I didn't realize how young some of them were.
Anyway.
I always thought they were like proper adults.
Anyway, after school, I had my singing lesson and I sang my favourite things from The Sound of Music. Raindrops on roses. Anyway, afterwards, me, Mum and Dad and Sonny all went to Cammy and Seb's, still friends with. We had tea there. And played games.
Cross out. Sorry, dinner. Remember you did that last
Yeah.
time?
And we left. And when we got home, I went to bed. I've not drawn my dinner. Maybe I wasn't feeling so crazy.
Maybe, yeah.
I went to bed and that is where I am now and I'm tired. So see you tomorrow. Bye. Ruby and Cam equals BMAs, which means best mates always. Then some musical notes and a star.
Hell yeah. Loving it. Oh, what's going-
Non-uniform day. Was this the day?
I doubt it, but if you want to quickly read it, we'll...
No, because I would have spoke about my embarrassment. No. This
Is
is
it the
another
day?
one. Wait, I'm going to quickly say the first bit. Hey, well, today was Dress as Your Idol Day.
Here we go.
This
Harry
isn't-
Hill
this wasn't
an
Harry.
idol.
This wasn't Harry Hill though, and I was the only one dressed up. I went as Buddy from Elf.
You've
the
had so
fuck?
many experiences. Okay, no. That's a bit of sizzle for next week.
I
You're
was
reading
the only
5th
one
of
dressed
Feb.
up. Okay, let
You're
me put.
reading the 5th of Feb next week.
Here.
And that's some sizzle.
So not only did I go as Harry Hill, I also went as fucking Buddy the Elf. Only
Buddy the
one
Elf,
dressed up.
That's a great costume because you could easily make that.
Karen made it me.
Ruby, I got a question for you.
Go on.
What you watching?
I've watched nothing.
Fair.
I'm sorry. I
No,
know
that's fine.
it's a segment.
We've had a somewhat busy week, even though I feel like I've not done too much.
I've watched
but-
a lot of TikTok.
Oh.
And
Go on your phone right now.
Okay.
Go on screen time.
No.
Let's find out.
No.
TikTok purely.
Okay. How do I do it? Screen
Screen time.
time.
And maybe go...
See all activity.
Not yet. Yeah, go over the week. Over the week, what have you...
It'll say it'll be reported here. It doesn't tell me.
Not going up. Go.
Apps. No, I'm not limiting it. Fucking hell.
Okay, well, this is getting too technical now.
Sorry, guys. There's nothing.
Fair enough. Well, let's just move on. Have you not watched anything? Do you want me to just talk about some stuff?
I've not watched anything. Sorry, I'm not going to hold up the pod.
Well, I think I've got a show you might like, but I'm also...
Very hot.
It is very warm. Think of me who's got a freaking tinfoil hat.
Me, I've got a fucking jumper on. It's 20 million degrees outside.
I have a tinfoil hat trapping the heat in my head. This is where heat escapes the most, is your head, your fingers, and your toes.
Just Just talk. I'm listening. I'm just taking my jumper off.
Okay. So I've watched the show. I've started watching the second season of this show, but the first season, which came out a year or two ago, was also pretty good. I'm just going to pretend to talk to you.
I'm here.
It was also pretty good. So
Wait, I'm here.
it's a show called Minx.
Minx?
It's a show called Minx. It's on Paramount Plus over here. It was on HBO, but it's also moved to Stars, but you can get it on Paramount Plus in the UK. In 1970s Los Angeles, an earnest young feminist, Joyce Prigger, joins forces with a low-rent publisher played by Jake Johnson, New Girl, Nick Miller,
Yeah.
to create the first erotic magazine for women.
Nice.
So this show has all the dicks, butts, boobs, body parts you want to see.
Okay.
The pilot episode literally has a montage of dicks.
Lovely.
And I've always said we need more dicks in media.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, it's a very feminist story, but I don't think it's like, it doesn't talk down to it. It's not very preachy in a sense, because at the end of the day, it's about a nude magazine.
Yeah.
And so Jake Johnson, again, New Girl, plays this sort of sleazy 1970s, publisher.
Yeah,
who's
I see it.
exactly. Big open collar shirts and stuff, like a bit of a chain. Speaking of which, the fashion is great in this show. 1970s, that sort of LA porn scene in a sense. The fashion is like big, bold colors.
Leopard.
And yeah, it's great. The characters are really fun. It's very simple, 30-minute comedy. Again, second season's just started, and I've just been sort of catching up with that, really.
Nice.
It's a bit of fun. I'm trying to think. I've not got too much to say about it, except fashion's great, characters are good. It's an easy watch, and it's all about that sort of like porn, sex, sort of feminist. Yeah.
So I'd like it.
I think it'd be into it. I just don't know if like the amount of sexual content in it might put you off.
Nah.
But if not, that's good.
Cool.
So
I'll
yeah.
watch it. What's it on?
Paramount Plus, which
Paramount Plus.
you could get through like an Amazon add-on.
They're
sometimes.
advertising of Paramount Plus.
Not seeing it. That's
It was
Christmas.
yeah, it was on Christmas, but I just remember it vividly every time I hear Paramount Plus. Good advertisement,
enough.
as Sonny.
I always
will.
remember the advert where it's like someone on a coffee run running through the lot to all the different shows, and that's how they advertise Paramount Plus. I remember that one.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, let's just jump in to a Flat Fury, but with a little twist.
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say. He's
I've
been a
got
good
nothing
support.
bad, but
Sonny bought me a gift.
I got you a gift recently. I also got myself a gift. And a few weeks ago, we talked about childhood toys, and we got into Tamagotchis.
Sonny bought me such a cute. Mine's upstairs. It's dead.
Got mine right here. It's currently sleeping. It's got some poos next to it.
Mine's
sleeping
got
next
poos
to
next
its
to it,
poos.
and
You
it's
got to clean
sleeping.
it up, but you can't clean when it's pooing.
No, while it's sleeping.
Sorry, yeah, while it's pooing. You can't clean it while it's sleeping. But
No,
I'll tell you what, this thing's annoying as fuck.
Honestly, you have to play games with it. You have
It's-
to keep it entertained.
It beeps at me all the fucking time. And I've messed up. Because when I first got it, I was figuring out how it works.
Yeah.
And I've accidentally set the time to... let me check what time it is currently.
You can hear the beeps. It's so fucking annoying. Stop.
My time, it's like... I don't know. I set it for like 12 hours ahead. So it currently thinks it's 11 at night. It thinks it's midnight right now.
So it sleeps all day and keeps you up all night.
Pretty much, because I fucked up with the time.
Rookie
and
error.
I can't change it. So I'm hoping, this is wrong to say, if it dies, it gives me the option to change
You
the time.
can just reset. Press the back button.
What?
Press that little thing. You know when I used to
no,
be
'cause it's become
really
attached
like
to it now. It's 4 years old. It got bigger this morning. It's
Let me
bigger. It's
see.
bigger than it used to be.
Shit, yours has got a beat.
Yeah, it's growing. So I'm getting a little bit attached to it, even though I've not named it still.
You did name it. You said you named it the
I've
other
not
night.
named it.
Anyways,
Listeners, give me a name for my Tamagotchi.
yeah, I'll have a name. I think I want to call it Chip.
Well, I think I might do alphabetical order. So start
Oh,
with
you said
A.
hurricanes.
No, I saw someone who's done it, who's doing the hurricane method,
Okay.
which is alphabetical order, male, female, male, female. But they're doing specifically old, out-of-date names as well. But I think I'm just going to go alphabetical order to keep track. So give me some A names, boy, girl, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Well, if you do want to reset it, you can just press the button in the back.
Oh, great to know. But yeah, Tamagotchi. So we're both trying to look after a pet in a sense now.
Honestly, beep, beep, beep at night. And I'm just like, fuck off.
And he's like, give me attention. He's like, beep, 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 beep. He like does
Not
like
only have I
spam
got a
beep.
dog to look after at the minute, I've now got a Tamagotchi
But you were
and a
very
boyfriend.
happy. Juggling too many
I'm juggling
pets.
all my pets at the minute. Anyway, thank you for my Tamagotchi. Sonny filmed, or someone filmed.
Yeah, and
My
Andrew
reaction.
filmed it, so we'll post that. And
I'll
can
give you a
say-
quick fire of names: Austin, Ashton, Amy, Abigail, Amber, Autumn, April, Abraham. Anyway, done with that.
Maybe autumn, since it is autumn night. We're pretty much going into it.
Oh, mine's called Chip, and it will always be Chip.
Anyway, you give me some names. I'm happy for the listeners out there.
Cool.
Should we jump in to our weekly wonder?
The weekly wonder, the weekly wonder, the weekly wonder, the weekly wonder. Wonder. That's quite good, Sonny. Boots and cats and boots and cats.
I can't beatbox. I've never. Do you have in primary school? We should have spoke about this last week. Kids who could beatbox, and there was like random beatbox battles that would just happen, and like you'd walk past and you'd be like, "What is this?" And you're all like 12, so you're like, "Yeah, go on, this is great." And you've got kids and they're going because it was like really deep.
I don't know
heavy.
where you fucking went to school, but
Same school as you. Actually, you were probably in the other side of the playground.
We weren't beatboxing. We were doing them things with your hands. Cat's cradle. Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
I could master
that what they're called?
a cat's cradle. Anyway, our weekly wonder this week is, what was it?
I don't know exactly.
Give us. I basically asked,
what conspiracy theory do you believe in?
Yes. So I've had quite a few responses.
Excellent.
Okay.
I've got plenty to talk about too.
Okay, I'm just going to start. And I'm going to say if I disagree, agree, whatever, you can too. 9/11 being an inside job.
Okay. Well, I've got some information for that.
Okay.
So,
Firstly, I don't know. I feel like that sometimes I think, no, of course not. Like who would crash a plane into your own country, your own like city? But then like just the way like the buildings fell, everything.
So here's
Tell
some
me.
stuff.
Tell us.
People believe that jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Okay.
So if that logic, it must have been a controlled demolition from the inside.
Yes.
However, that has been proven wrong, the jet fuel thing.
Okay.
The whole thing is pretty much that like it was just an inside job from like George W. Bush did it. You know, Bush did 9/11. Bush did 9/11.
I don't believe that.
So you don't believe Bush did 9/11? You never know with these things. Inside jobs, it does happen. It's more of a political thing that we probably don't even understand why they would get what they would benefit out of that. But as wrong as it is to say, if that didn't happen, airport security as it is today would not be the thing. It would be very different.
No, I know.
So in a sense, it had changed the world
I
in
don't
a slightly
think you
positive
can,
way.
Sure,
But it's a tragedy.
Maybe it's because I'm quite naive or whatever, but I wouldn't want to harm anyone to that extent just to prove a point or make a scene. Like, so many people died, and it was such a chaos for the United States.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
Why would the US want to do that? Why?
Let's get George W. Bush on next week and ask him ourselves.
Let's do it. Okay, Tupac is still alive.
Yeah, that's a classic. I don't have any information on that, but that's just the whole faked his own death, moved to Cuba.
I vividly remember going to Why Not and Snoop Dogg was performing, and during his set, this was like when I was 18, 19, he was like, guys, Tupac is still alive.
Who knows? Maybe.
Another one.
Maybe not.
Health organizations are holding back on medical cures, and I can talk about this.
I believe this.
You know, I read something that said there is a cure for the common cold. But why would they tell it us when Lemsip, paracetamol, Nurofen, all these things?
Yeah, big medicine.
Multi-billion pound companies and in an industry, I think they could easily give us a jab and a shot and it would cure the common cold.
Well, if you want to take it to the next level,
Cancer,
as wrong as it is to say,
is curable.
Somewhat controls the population. Because a lot of people die,
Yeah.
and if we cured all those people, overpopulation would go out of control even more than it already is.
The fact that people do probably have a cure because it is a multi-billion pound industry,
Exactly.
they're not curing it. It's disgusting.
And that's what I mean. It's so I do agree with that. I think they're holding things back purely for money. You know, capitalism, big pharma, all that shit.
Like, money is a fucking disease at this point.
But
like,
it's also in. It's in this week.
It's in for Sonny. Another one. Madeleine McCann was killed by her parents. I fully believe this.
I don't know if she was killed.
No, I'll tell you what happened in my view, because I watched the documentary.
What you did.
I was a bit obsessed with this at the time. But, so, she actually went missing on my birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was mad. Because we flew home from East Midlands.
Madeleine?
Yeah. I believe her parents wanted like an easy night with their friends in Portugal. I think they gave her not a sleeping pill, but like something for kids. And I think she did overdose. I genuinely do. But they couldn't say.
Okay, so you think it was an accidental
Yeah.
murder?
I think they
that's
probably
more
should have
believable.
come clean, but obviously they didn't. But then there was blood found, and that's not from an overdose. Like, I don't fully know.
Unless coughing up blood.
Maybe. But they did like a statement, and it was at a church in Portugal. And I used to work on a season, and my manager, Nicola, was like, she's buried under that church. She believes it.
You think? Well,
I don't know, but
I don't want to give away too much of this, but if I was hiding a body, I wouldn't like bury it under a church. I'm going to do a statement.
Not
on.
under a church.
I'd get it as far away as possible.
Yeah.
Leave it in fucking Portugal.
Well, then there was things like this guy took her and like they saw. I don't know. It's really messed up.
I definitely think whatever happened, her parents know more than they're letting on.
Yeah, they definitely know more. And I hope in our lifetime we find out what actually happened.
I once had a friend who had the same eyes as Madeleine McCann.
Oh, she got that little spot thing in it.
And kind of like freaked themselves out for a second and was like, am I Madeleine McCann?
Oh, gosh. Imagine thinking that you are her.
Yeah, well, she probably doesn't know who she is because she was young enough where you could brainwash or whatever you want to call it to think you're someone else if she's still alive.
I'd like to think she is, but I doubt it.
If she is, she doesn't know who she is.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't know she's Madeleine McCann. That's what I think at least.
That we are all living in a simulation.
Yeah, that's a classic one. And it's one that we can't really prove.
I think when people clap at a concert or a show, it's really simulation vibes. Like everyone does clap, clap, clap. Or when an artist is like, wave your hands, and then everyone waves, and it's exactly the same. It's like Minions. We're like, it's weird.
That's not really what makes me think we're in a simulation.
It does me. When I look at it, I'm like, oh.
No, for me, and we kind of got into this when we spoke about the simulation stuff last night, it's the whole point of I physically can't prove that you have free will and thought.
Oh, yeah, like Truman Show vibes.
I know that I can think, like, freely.
I could just be acting as your sister.
You could just be a ones and zeros. I know I can think. You know you can think, but we can't prove that
you don't know.
Can think.
Also, I find it weird that I see that sofa as red, but you may call it red, but that could be blue.
Yeah, that's a classic one. Is just like names and well, also like people who are colorblind.
Dogs.
If
dogs
people
watch,
who are colorblind and dogs.
If dogs watch Bluey, they can see the show.
Okay.
A simulation, yeah, and also like, who decided that we sleep when the sun goes down?
I think that's just like it's dark. It's easier to sleep. Maybe. I don't know. I always think about how lucky we are to live in a world where even if it's dark, you're somewhat safe. Like, think about...
What? No, darkness is the most unsafe.
But think about 100 to 200 years ago. You're in a little village.
Yeah.
Sun goes down. People come in, raid, rape, pillage, leave. And you go, there's nothing we could do about it. It was nighttime. It's like, yeah, it was nighttime. Sorry, just, my children's gone, but it was nighttime.
I didn't know that.
So that's like the crazy thing is like, it was just lawless at night. So maybe everyone slept to be safe. I don't fucking know. Again, we're not historians.
America never landed on the moon.
Yeah, I've got some about this as well.
I think it did. Like, why are we saying it didn't? I've not looked into it enough.
Well, so what they think is in 1969, we didn't actually land on the moon because we were in the space race. So they believe they faked it to beat the race, pretty much. They knew they might be able to do it. Maybe in 1972, when the second man landed on the moon, to win this race, to win the space race. Because it was a hugely political civilization thing between Russia and America and the world and stuff. And it was pretty much who's a better country, who's going to get to the moon first, who proves that they have better technology. That's why it was more of like an ego thing. So they think they faked it to prove we got to there first, even though they couldn't.
That's so childish.
It's America, honey. So some little facts and little information, obviously.
Something about the war kit? I don't know.
Yeah, well, there's little things about like shadows and light and stuff like that. Yeah. But so it was 1969. Nice.
I knew that.
And they landed on the moon. People believe it was filmed in a soundstage. Do you know who Stanley Kubrick is?
No.
Very famous director. They believe he filmed it. Because the year before, 1968, he brought out a film called 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Right.
Which, if you've seen that film, it was the closest / most accurate representation of what space would be like.
Right.
And this was before we went to the moon. So he was the guy for the job, pretty much. So that's why they think they hired him. Very much like very specific director who would get every detail right.
Yeah,
That sort of,
yeah,
so he's
yeah.
very much like that kind
Has
of guy.
no one asked who was it? Wait, don't tell me I know this. Give me a clue. Give me a clue. Give me a clue. No, tell me this clue.
N.
Neil Armstrong.
Hell yeah.
Bitch, I
You
knew
got
it.
there. Well, I
I want to say
mentioned
Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was so bad, but I know it's not him.
I mentioned Buzz Aldrin. I don't know if that pig got cut out in the fluff we just did then.
Yeah.
Because he's like punched people in the face who have said to him, "You didn't go to the moon." He's like got pissed off, which is fair enough.
Maybe
like,
they
imagine,
signed like a contract.
but imagine dedicating your life almost to like space travel, the training, all you did, and you were the second man on the moon, the first
and
group
people are
to the
saying
moon.
you didn't
People
go.
say you faked that achievement. I'd get pissed off and punch you in the face.
So maybe they did.
Well, I personally think it's been so long, it's been so many years.
Have we been to the moon more times?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know.
That's why people believe 69 was faked and 72 was real.
So who was that? 72.
I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think a woman's been to the moon, though.
I'm not going. Like, I don't want to.
Would you not go? I'd be interested.
No,
But
I don't
wouldn't
want to
do like those one-way trips to Mars that they talk about. I won't want to do that.
I'm happy with our. Do you know, actually, space really, really freaks me out. Like the fact that there's more planets than there is sand in the world, and our planet is so minute and irrelevant.
Well, space is infinite and it's forever growing. Like it literally is endless.
But no, I'm going to get into an existential. What's money?
Put your tinfoil hat on quick.
I know. What is money? Why are we upset? Why are we upset? There's more to life than being sad.
I'm not always sad, Ruby. I also have more to life than just being sad occasionally.
Nah, this is so messed up.
But I was saying, it's been so long since the moon landing. I think if it was faked, someone would have just been like, fuck it, I'm going to say, because I don't care anymore. I'm old. I'm aging.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell the truth. So I think that's why it is real, because it would have came out by now that it's fake. Someone would have been like, I don't care anymore. I'm going to say what I want to say. So
This
that's what I
episode
think.
is coming out on 9/11.
Yeah, that's the point why we're doing this.
We're so fucking. That's conspiracy. That.
What?
That's bloody crazy. I have one that I'm a bit meh about.
Yeah.
The shooting of
John F. Kennedy.
JFK. I've seen videos of it. I've watched it multiple times, no matter how gross that is. And there's one bit, a woman, everyone else drops because she doesn't drop. Maybe she's deaf. I'm not going to take that away from her.
Maybe she's deaf.
But I can't remember enough about it. But it's really weird to me that how did someone get that close to shoot him? Why were
no one? That's the thing. They don't know who shot him. They don't.
Still, they don't know.
Not really. They don't know exactly. They think they know where the gunman came from, but at the end of the day, there can be multiple gunmen. There can be multiple angles. So obviously, there's science with like how the bullet hit him and where it came from.
Yeah.
But who fucking knows? That is like a genuine mystery of the world, and that's why there's so many conspiracy theories about it.
I know. And like his wife was next to him, but she didn't get shot.
Now you know the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
There is a Mandela effect with this assassination.
Yeah.
About how many people are in the car. There was 6 people in that car.
I thought it was just 2.
Well, there was the driver.
Did the driver didn't get shot though?
Let me quickly pull up a picture.
No, just get the slow-mo video. Get the slow-mo video because it's so interesting. I've watched it so many times.
So here's the picture.
Right.
Driver,
so is it like the car we were in for the
passenger
funeral?
driver.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, but
4,
it's
5, 6.
Yeah, so there's 6 people in the car. There's just a Mandela effect what people think it's for. Not really relevant to what we're talking about.
Okay.
But you want to watch the
I-
actual shooting
brightness
for some
up.
reason.
No, I want to see.
You're a fucked up person.
No, I'm not.
So there
He's
he
there.
goes,
He's
driving
there.
past,
What's he
driving
doing?
past.
Waving?
Yeah, he's saying, hi, everybody. How y'all doing?
Has he not been shot there?
No, give it a minute. He's saying, hi, how y'all doing?
She's
There we
looking at
go.
him.
Boom! And there we go. We got a shot.
Oh my God. It comes from like above.
Yeah, because he was in a fucking building.
Where's she off to?
I don't know. She's panicking.
Where did he come
clearly.
from? At the back? Oh my God, it's
I wasn't there,
awful.
Ruby. I don't have the answers.
That looks like it comes from down. Like it's like a little...
Yeah, because it was from a building.
Oh, of course.
Someone's in a fucking skyscraper or tall building or whatever shooting downwards.
That's
so,
mad.
yeah, obviously.
That's mad.
So,
Do you have any more?
this happened in 1963 in Dallas.
Oh, we're on about this, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much anything you think could have happened is a conspiracy. Like, anyone who could have done it, it's all fake. It just didn't happen. Like, things like that. Any conspiracy theory is out there.
Okay.
So that's pretty much anything you can think of is what they have come up with.
Okay.
Got any more from listeners?
Nope.
Well, I might rattle off a couple more. Some silly ones, some fun ones.
Okay.
The Titanic didn't sink.
Right. Oh, people are stupid.
No, this actually has some. It's been disproven, but it does have some facts and evidence behind it.
Go on then.
So, what actually sank was its sister ship, the Olympic, which looked very similar.
Right.
The Olympic had recently sustained some damages in real life, not in this conspiracy. In real life, it had some damages, and oh, there we go. You're getting paranoid now.
Yeah.
It was repaired, and people believe it was switched with the Titanic and sank purposely for insurance fraud. Because
Okay.
they said it was too expensive to fix these damages. We're going to send it out to call it the Titanic, sink it, and get more money because the Titanic was worth more.
That's so stupid to sink a ship. Wait, so was the other one sank or no?
No, so should I start this again?
No. Sorry, I'm...
The Olympic, its sister ship, had damages. They repaired it,
Right.
but they decided this is too much. If we sink this, the insurance money will be more beneficial.
But people died.
But again, they don't care. This is big business. They don't
They
care
sank
about
it on
lives.
purpose. I thought
This is the theory.
Oh, God.
This is the theory. So then what they did was they switched the ships, said the Olympic was the Titanic, sank it because the Titanic was worth more because it was the unsinkable ship.
Right.
And there was, I believe, a 5 million insurance scheme. And again, this was
Shit.
1912, so
Yeah.
that'll be
Oh my
worth
God.
3-4 times.
Trillions, yeah.
And that is real, the insurance thing. But it's been proven that the Olympic wasn't sank. It was the actual Titanic that sank. And it was a tragedy and all that stuff.
I don't think that's true, personally.
Um,
Going back to 9/11, do you not find it crazy when people are like, I was meant to be in the building that day and they're not?
oh, like Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
The infamous guy who made Family Guy was like,
Yeah.
I was meant to be on that plane and
Michael
I overslept
Jackson
because I was
meant to be there,
hungover.
right? He was meant to be there that day.
Weird.
Michael Jackson's death is a conspiracy.
Yeah, Michael Jackson himself is a conspiracy. He's such an odd guy.
No,
He
I think he's misunderstood.
he tried to
Whoa.
buy Marvel so he could play Spider-Man.
Oh,
He tried to buy the whole company to make a movie where he's Spider-Man.
just audition for Spider-Man.
He had the money to just like cut all that stuff out. I was like, I'm gonna have control.
I do think his was an overdose from medical reasons, though. I do believe that.
Fair enough. Princess Diana's murder.
Oh, shit. I forgot about this one.
So she died August 31st, 1997.
When I was born.
Oh. So people think the Queen did it because she didn't like her. People think she faked her own death because she didn't like being royal.
Don't think that's true.
Prince Harry apparently once said to Anderson Cooper on 60 Minutes something along the line of,
Yeah, I know this.
she could still be alive for many years after the incident, after the crash. And he thought that she still might affect her own death and they would reunite one day.
Strange. I thought you were going to say the quote where he was like, I don't want what happened to Diana to happen to Meghan.
Yeah.
Which shows that because they don't like Meghan, maybe it was an inside.
Exactly.
I don't think Liz was that evil. I really
No, I don't think it was. I know people who generally believe this and like really get into like the Queen fucking
But then,
murdered
like-
her and stuff. But
like
I
how-
think, yeah,
There are some weird things, like didn't the driver escape?
I don't know enough about any of that.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Paul is dead.
Who's Paul?
So people believe that Paul McCartney died in 1966 and was replaced. Paul McCartney, Beatles member,
Yeah.
singer, writer. Conspiracy goes something like this. November 9th, 1966, Paul McCartney got into an argument with the Beatles, stormed out of the studio and was decapitated in a car accident on the way home. To hide this, they hired a sound-alike and look-alike. People start to believe that the band started dropping hints and clues about this
Like
in their
what?
music.
Like what?
So if playing songs backwards, you can hear Paul is dead and stuff like that.
I think that people are so sad.
People, the infamous,
Paul is
not infamous,
dead.
the famous Abbey Road picture.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney's not wearing shoes, and people think that's a little hint of some sort.
What
But
hint?
the thing is, Paul McCartney is very much still alive. John Lennon is not anymore. Two of the Beatles on, and he's still here. He's still kicking.
Right.
So yeah, Paul might be dead, might not be dead. The same thing happened with Avril Lavigne. They
I
thought
saw.
she got
No.
replaced.
I believe she did.
She's even said how dumb that is. She's like spoke about this is how
but
dumb
have
that
you
people
not seen
believe that.
the way she looks so different?
Does she?
Yes. Maybe I'm falling for the spearies.
Okay, I'll start firing some off pretty quick so we get through this.
Okay.
Chemtrails. Chemtrails is the white cloud-like thing that comes off of planes.
Yeah.
People believe that the government are actually putting chemicals in that, and it's spurting out chemicals into the atmosphere to brainwash us, control us, whatever.
Have you heard
fuck.
that pigeons
That's the next
have
one.
cameras?
That's the next one I've got here. Birds aren't real. Some people believe that birds, specifically pigeons, are drones sent by the government to spy on people. I said, this is so dumb because any major city is full of CCTV anyway. Why would you need birds?
Also, the pigeons that have like one stubby leg, are they just damaged cameras?
Yeah, I guess. This one I never really understood. Flat Earth. Apparently it's something
Stupid.
about the horizon is not curved enough, and so the Earth must be flat. It's real dumb. However, I was once on a plane, and someone came down the plane, like a regular guy, passing out leaflets for like Flat Earth Community Chicago or whatever, and like passing out these like to all the guests. And I took it, and I was like, oh my god, this is interesting, because I was like, I don't believe it, but I'm like, this guy believes it. He's passing out flyers, and the guy on the plane next to me, some stranger, was like, kid, don't fall for this.
Oh my
and I was like, no,
God.
I don't believe it. I just want to speak to this man.
To go slightly off topic, is anyone here seen the video? Because I keep doing it all the time of the girl going, and I am telling you right now, that motherfucker's not real. She sees something on the plane.
So she's spoke recently,
Oh yeah.
and she said, I'm not allowed to say what I've seen because they want to make like a big thing of it. They want to make like a big press event, a big interview
Right.
where she tells all. Because like people are coming up to her on the street and being like, hey, what did you actually see? And she's like, I don't want to tell you right now. We're planning something.
Oh, so this is
she's
all like a movie.
She's trying
franchise.
to make it a PR kind of like big
Campaign.
Oprah interview or some shit, you know, where she explains what she saw.
Yeah, weird.
Reptiles run the US government.
Saw this about lizards.
This started by a
Stupid.
man in Nashville who said the reptiles roamed the earth, and it eventually developed into they controlled the government.
They don't.
Very
That's-
silly. However, Mark Zuckerberg is a reptile person, 100%. I will tell you that now. I'm
I am
telling you. Mark Zuckerberg is a fucking reptile.
I don't think so.
He's definitely it. I don't believe they run the government, but Mark Zuckerberg, he's a lizard man.
He's a lizard man.
He's a lizard man.
Sorry, Mark.
He's a lady.
Carry on.
He's a lizard.
Carry on.
And then I'm going to go with the most recent and potentially the thing that's caused more conspiracies than
Aliens.
anything else.
Aliens.
COVID-19 and
Oh.
5G. So this is a very recent one, and this
5G.
this has generally spawned the most conspiracy theories out of any world event. So people think, it was invented.
Asia,
It was
China.
invented to make a prison planet where we're all forced to do whatever, blah, blah, blah.
That's gone well, hasn't it?
People thought that the COVID and the 5G was, radio waves. That's why I'm wearing this hat. Radio
Oh.
waves and stuff, so it goes into your brain, messes up all your brain chemistry.
Right.
They thought they made COVID-19 so they could pass out a vaccine, which then puts chemicals and 5G chips in
maybe-
your shoulders and stuff like
I
that.
don't think so, though.
Yeah, just pretty much any sort of thing, any dodgy thing. Who did this? Who outstarted? It's all to control people. It spawned so many.
All we need to know about COVID-19 it was real. People actually died
Still
from
is
it.
real.
Still is real. People actually died from it.
Still
It's-
probably are.
What I do find really unbelievable is that we genuinely stopped the world for 2 years and now it's just back.
In a sense.
No, fully. We were at a pub quiz the other night and everyone's there. And even yesterday at the funeral, we were all hugging and I was just like...
Yeah, I get you. So we've spoke a lot, but I just want to ask you to explain Pizzagate.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Because
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you are big on Pizzagate.
I
And I'm
used
like,
to be.
what the fuck is this? So
Oh, God. I'm not got my facts,
let's
really.
wrap it up with Pizzagate.
Pizzagate is a theory that celebrities of very high net worth...
We're talking Beyonce,
Talking
The Rock,
Obama.
Obama.
Barack. He is Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Who else? The Kardashians, everyone.
Any real big famous person.
Super big, high, wealthy people.
Taylor Swift. Anyone
No,
who
she's
you
not in
think
it. She's
anyone
not
who
in it.
you think would be in
Dwayne
the,
Johnson.
anyone who you think would be in the Illuminati, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, so basically they would go to like who are them people that
Is
were
it the Illuminati?
No, who are them people? President Clinton, the Clintons.
The Clintons.
They're very. This is how it started. This is how I found out about it. So I was basically on a season, and my manager was like really into it. He told me to watch all these videos.
Ruby believed this.
I did believe it for a while, not anymore. Anyway, so they went to a like not an abandoned pizza shop, but it would be like just your average Pizza Hut, like Three Amigos pizza. I don't know,
yeah,
the shit
Pizza
ones.
Hut, whatever. Who cares?
They'd go into the back and they would have young children, like from babies to, I don't know, young children.
Under 3 years, you'd say.
I'd say like zero.
Under 1.
No, 1 to 7.
Oh, okay.
Just
I
children.
thought like infants.
They would terrify these children, scare. So their adrenaline was high. I don't know how they sourced the blood, got the blood out of them, whether they...
Probably just like, like when you donate blood and you
maybe
give
they
blood,
just
the classic sort of like...
Blood test, I don't know. Fucking don't know. They would get it, and then these like high net worth celebrities would drink this blood to give them kind of like... I mean, Jennifer Aniston, I love her, and I'm not saying she's part of Pizzagate. She looks amazing and aged well.
Paul Rudd, he's not aged in years.
Anyway, but they believe they drink this blood like, J-Lo, and it would keep them young.
J-Lo.
Because the chemicals in it are like make you young. But basically,
Ben Affleck.
Speaking of J-Lo, she put a picture on her Instagram. You can still see it now. And she takes a selfie in the mirror. There is a man with his mouth taped up in the background of her video, of her picture.
That's probably just Ben Affleck doing some kinky shit.
No, it's not. It's not.
There
I
we
was
go.
really invested.
Well,
they started with the Clintons, and yet it's meant to be a theory.
So they drink baby's blood to like stay youthful and famous, pretty much.
Yes.
Baby's blood, come get some. We've got 2%, 5%, and whole baby's blood.
But it's called Pizzagate because obviously it's used to doing pizza
shop.
shops.
I've
crushed my hat.
I was like, what is that noise? It's like
that.
a bucket hat now.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm still interested in like how we can do a baby's blood like energy drink advert.
I don't
want
want
Bang energy.
No, have you seen on TikTok where it's like, we're gonna make this brand, make it luxury.
Exactly.
Anyway, so it spoke a lot.
Baby's blood. All the goo goo and no gaga.
Just stop. Gaga's one of them.
Yeah, there we go.
Lady Gaga's one of them. And also, speaking of that, Lady Gaga, she even advertises it in American Horror Story. She drinks a baby's blood.
Oh my God. But like,
hint.
Isn't that just part of like, it's the whole thing of art imitates life and life imitates art.
Yeah, you said this yesterday.
Anyway, that was some conspiracy theories there. Karen, I know I said you shouldn't do this. Do you believe any conspiracy theories real quick? No, none at all. She doesn't believe in anything. She doesn't believe in aliens, do you?
She thinks Kermit the Frog is God.
Yeah, that is something you do believe. Kermit the Frog is God. And we're going to end it on that. So, Ruby, what you got coming up this week?
This week, my life feels a bit whirlwindy at the moment. I don't really know. I couldn't give you a set thing.
Fair enough. Well, I'll be drinking some baby's blood personally because I'm trying to stay youthful. And, that moisturizer's just not doing it.
Yeah, your eye bags look real Prada today.
Jeez. Ow. I thought this tinfoil hat was meant to protect me.
Anyway, let's finish. If you've been watching, thank you so much. Give us a 5-star review. If you've been listening, give us a 5-star review. Leave a comment. Give Sonny a Tamagotchi name.
If you drink baby's blood, leave us a 5-star review.
Yeah, let us know how it is. Let me know if you like my diary entry of the Cringe-tastic Chronicles. Find us at Payne and Simple Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I am Ruby. This is Sonny. You know our Instagrams by now.
What if this is someone's first podcast?
My Instagram is at Ruby Made Payne. Sonny's is at Sonny94 or whatever it is.
94?
What is yours?
What?
At Sonny2001.
Sonny_Payne.
Sonny_Payne.
Whatever.
One piece of advice, go!
Oh, make sure when you're drinking baby's blood, the baby's real scared. That's my advice.
This is mine. My piece of advice. Be kind to strangers because it means a lot when a stranger is kind to you.
And Bush did 9/11. Thank you, folks.
Peace
Good
out.
night.
Mwah.